What's good, y'all? This is Let's Get It with Coach Los. I'm your host, Coach Los AC, certified life and relationship coach that helps people fix or find the relationships they want. And this podcast covers the best relationship advice, tools, and action steps to get the results you want in your personal, professional, and of course, love life. So I hope you get a lot of value from the episode. And if you do, as always, remember to like and subscribe so you can be notified when I drop new episodes. Let's get it.
If your ex is guilty of doing these 4 things, you should never take them back. And I'm saying this because, look, I get it. You go through things sometimes, you have a falling out. Sometimes you might break up for a day or so, even though I think that's really unhealthy. I think if you're going to work through issues, work through the issues. Don't do the break stuff and the breaking up and coming back together, right? But it happens. I understand. But if your ex is guilty of these 4 things, it should be a no-go. Deal breakers. First is if your ex has a history of repeat cheating, not just one time, or maybe it happened twice because you guys were having issues and they stepped out or whatever the case is. No, if it's an ongoing theme of you having that heartbreak conversation about them continuously cheating on you or hurting you and everything else, this cannot be something that you take back, right? Even if it's constant betrayal, always lying and breaking the trust with you, the foundation for your relationship is being destroyed every time this happens. So if someone has an ongoing habit of this, it's going to continue to come back on you emotionally and mentally. That cannot be acceptable for you. So when you take a person back that does that, what you're really doing is accepting that someone does not value commitment to you, doesn't value respecting your boundaries, and doesn't value you yourself and doesn't respect you yourself. And so constantly learning, I can continue to operate this way and still keep your value in my life, which makes you become less valuable to them on some level. And so constantly for yourself, it makes you become less valuable to you, and you stop caring for yourself as much as you maybe once would. And all the while you're building resentment within yourself, all emotional and mental killers for yourself. That has to be a non-negotiable for you, deal breaking territory. Second is emotional abuse, whether it's manipulation, gaslighting, or even constant criticism. All these over a period of time really starts to wear and tear on your physical health, right? Because the mental and the emotional starts to weigh on your nervous system and it starts to deteriorate you and your being, right? And it also starts to strip heavily away from your spirit, right? It starts to crush you in some way. It starts making you a shell of what you once were when you continue to take someone back that does these type of things and keep going through that same toxic process and cycle. Remember, toxicity is poisonous, which means it's destructive for you and everything that you are. So whenever you go and you accept someone that has these type of patterns to do things like this that tears on your mental well-being, then you're pretty much accepting your own fate towards being an unhealthy individual. We cannot have that. So every time you take back someone that has a history of being guilty of emotional abuse, you're opening the door and openly accepting someone coming in to disrupt your journey of healing and building the only love that's most important to all of us, which is your own sense of self-love. Third is lack of effort to change. Why are we taking back people that have not shown us that they deserve to have us in their life again? If your partner or your ex now, right, has not shown that they are putting the work in, which takes time too, by the way, right? It doesn't take a day or two for you guys to break up, and you guys have done this whole song and dance so many times, and they're like, well, I'm going to do better. And you just like, okay, you believe them. Believe them on what? Make them show you some stuff, right? So if they constantly are reluctant to change or don't put the effort in towards it and they keep showing you the same patterns and the same habits, quit taking back someone that's going to give you the repeat experience that you've been getting. You're just signing up again for the same roller coaster ride every single time. The only problem is this roller coaster you're not enjoying, right? This emotional roller coaster hurts with the ups and the downs. Don't do that to yourself. And fourth, never take an ex back that has a history of disrespecting your boundaries, showing a disregard for your need for space, violating your privacy, or even refusing to acknowledge your boundaries, right? Or even getting upset whenever you try to set boundaries to self-preserve yourself, to have, your support systems, your friends, your family in your life, or to just say, hey, I need some time to me, or I want to do this on my own, or just I want to have some sense of autonomy, or I want to, champion for myself, self-improvement, self-growth. And they're always trying to interject and overstep those lines and always be in the mix and always just not give you the space you need to be an individual. Because someone that has a bad pattern of doing these type of things isn't there to truly love on you. They're there to really try to get some sense of love for themselves, which will never work. So really you're hurting yourself and them when you keep taking someone back that won't respect your actual boundaries. So when you take someone back that has this continuous type of disrespect for you, what you're really doing to yourself is disregarding your own needs and your own values. So any one of these should be a deal breaker for you. But if you're experiencing multiples or all of them, you absolutely should never look in that person's direction again. And if you struggle to not take someone back that violates these things and that's hard for you to do, you don't have the tools to do it on your own, reach out to me for coaching. Don't settle for less than the love you actually deserve, because you hurt you and that person when you do. Let's get it.